Well done, Steve. Again, 4 at Burton, 5 today. What about that?
And conceded one today. So.
But the 5 at the other end weren't bad, I'm sure.
No, the other goals were good. Just disappointed we didn't keep a clean sheet today. You know, we could have done better for that goal, and we didn't do very well for the goal. But I suppose the 5 at the other end, I'll forget that probably a little bit later on tonight. I wanted to keep a clean sheet today, but never mind. It was what it was.
What about the overall performance from your team today?
Probably the same as what they give every week. You know, I think there was some really good passages of play. I thought we started the game very slow, if I'm honest. I thought the first 10 or 15 minutes belonged to them in both halves. In the start of the second half as well, we looked. A couple of players today I felt were slow out of the blocks, and I think that had a little bit of an impact on us. I thought that they got better in the second part of the first half, and then better in the second half. Those players, but at the end of the day, you know, we should have never lost a game down there to them. So it's nice to put that to bed today.
You took the lead from the penalty spot. Luke Leahy again showing how cool he is in those situations.
Yeah, it was the first time we probably put a good move together down that right hand side. You know, I felt as though early on in the game down that right hand side we weren't quite as potent as we needed to be, and I thought there was only Matthew Pennington. I thought Matthew Pennington played right side centre back, he played right wing back, and he played our right side 8 in the opening part of the game. And we needed a little bit more from the other guys around him on that right-hand side. And once we got that, we got more penetration, and that's where the penalty come from.
So you're leading 1-0, almost half-time, and then Jordan Shipley from, 25 yards, maybe a bit further. What about that, the quality, the technique? What a special goal.
Yeah, special goal. What about the work rate from Rob Street to get the corner in the first place? That's what we always need to remember. I thought he was excellent again today, Street. He's so much a team player. And I just thought he was great. So that first goal, whilst everyone will remember Jordan's finish, and it was a great finish, by the way, I'll remember it for what Rob Street done in the build-up to it.
How important is that third goal early in the second half when you're 2-0 up and then you go further in front?
Very. Because if they do go and get a goal, and what happens is it's natural. Once you get, you know, a little bit of daylight, you put a bit of daylight between yourselves, it's natural then to switch off a little bit. And that's why it happens so many times that teams get comebacks in games. So that third goal was really, really important. Because what you don't want them to do is you don't want to be 2-0 up and then all of a sudden them get back a goal. Because at 2-1 then, it's a different game. The goals not only change games, they change mindsets. Thankfully that didn't happen. And
a goal from a corner again, and Matt Pennington, we've spoken about him a number of times, haven't we, popping up to good effect and doing that.
Yeah. You know, Penno deserved his goal today. Not just because he's brave and he puts his head in there, but he is a fantastic lad. He trains properly all the time, great professional. I thought he was excellent in the first half. So to get his goal was really, really pleasing. The only disappointment in today was Rob Street didn't get a goal for his performance. That was the only disappointment when I'm looking at our players today. I tell a lie, there was another one as well, the goal.
Cambridge do get it back to 3-1, but a couple of minutes later, Christian Sadie, again, composure and the quality of that. What about that?
Great goal. You know, really, really strong, really pleased for Christian. He's done great since he's come in here. Great lad. Him and Streety, you know, the Lone Rangers, they've done really, really well. They've done really well as a pair. Christian would be the first one to say that, you know, he probably doesn't get that goal without Streety alongside him. I know it's not an assist by Robert, but, you know, as a pair, they work really, really well together.
And Luke Leahy, having started it all off, then finishes it with goal 5. Good strike again.
Yeah, it's funny, you know, all of a sudden when we change a little bit, and we changed a little bit in the second half from a 1 and a 2 to a 2 and a 1, because then when they bring Joe Ironside on, all of a sudden they've got then Ironside and Smith up front, who are very good in the air, very good at holding the ball up, know each other's play really, really well, link well. So we needed to try and stop that supply into them a little bit. And we actually did that, apart from the goal, which is a diagonal ball that 2 sixes can't influence.
9 goals in 2 games, though, Steve. Pretty special. The fans clearly loving it. Did you always think, score lines like this were going to come? You've had chances in games and haven't always put them away, but you've been pretty clinical these last 2 weeks.
So the question is what? Did I think it would come? No, I hoped it would come, but I didn't expect it to come. I wouldn't be. We're in an incredibly tough league for us. An incredibly tough league. And so no, I certainly wouldn't be arrogant enough to think that'll come. So hopeful is probably a better word.
And you're back in the top half of the table.
That's good.
Yeah, you must be delighted with that.
Yeah, I'm delighted with that.
Good stuff. And on to Tuesday, I'm sure when you're playing games and you're winning games, you're scoring goals.
I wish I felt as excited as you feel right now. I've got a really sore throat, a banging headache, and I'd love to go home now, Stu, but I think I've given you some good time here, and you can do all the excitement for me tonight.
I'll gladly do all the excitement.
You will.
Enjoyed that. Well done today.
Thank you very much.